Hey guys, it's the Bear here to bring you some more city construction challenge. And you can see right now I've got a little layout, some floor plans right here. This is going to be the town hall. So I decided to get rid of the tree farm. Originally I was planning on town hall over here. Didn't like it so much. This is going to give us a much better view from the top of the town hall. You'll be able to look out over the village. And I'm going to have a watchtower right here, so we'll see that looming up in the distance. It's going to be pretty cool. But what I'm going to start with, I'm going to lay out a little color palette for you guys so you can see kind of what to expect. We're going to have dark wood. I actually got this about a couple hundred blocks that way. There's a roofed forest. So I just took a little road trip. So yeah, dark oak here for the supports on the corners. Let me actually just set this in a little bit so it looks more like what we're going to have. I'm going to have a cobblestone base right here. Okay, dark oak. 3 high was probably a bit excessive. Oak wood for the walls. I think that the dark oak and the oak wood, the dark oak and the regular oak go really well together. I feel like they were made for each other. And they go a little better than the spruce and the oak wood. Specifically in vanilla, the dark oak I think looks a little better. Gonna need more stairs. That'll work. Let's see, get some of these guys going. There we go. So cobblestone lining around the roof. Let's see. Boop, like this. And for the actual, main portion of the roof, whoops. The regular brick like that. Bricks don't get enough love in this game. A lot of people think that the texture is just horrible. I can kind of see it, especially in vanilla, but I think they make a great roof. Even in vanilla, this color palette looks pretty good. Actually, let's take a look at it in vanilla real quick, just so I can prove I'm not lying to you guys. There, so this is what we have in vanilla. That's our color palette for the town hall. I really like it. The dark oak just really sets a tone for it. It looks a little more kind of regal, I think. Looks a little more high class, if you will. So there we have it. It's our color palette. I'm going to get started. I'm going to build up the walls. The town hall is going to be 2 stories. We'll see how much I get done before I cut back. Alright guys, I'm going to take a break from building real quick, show you what I've got so far. This is taking me quite a bit of time, actually, even though I planned the entire thing out in creative mode already. This is what we've got so far. It looks real plain right now, kind of boxy, but I've got ideas for it. I'm going to add some detail into the walls, get a little depth going. It's going to look pretty good once I'm finished with it, but let's go on inside. Look at these floors, man. You cannot tell me these floors look bad. This dark oak is just beautiful. So in here is going to be Mayor's room. Mayor Farmville, gonna live in here. Alright, back here we've got, this is the Treasury. I'm gonna keep the town valuables in here behind locked doors. We can just pretend those are locked. No big deal. I'm gonna add, oh, perfect. Boom, 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 boom. Get that going right there. These pillars just for a little structural support and some beautiful detail. Gonna have shelves in the wall right here. Got some windows going. We're gonna have a secretary's desk right here, and then this staircase. Love how cozy this staircase feels. Just look at this, man. Got the wall here, little wooden pillar, and then boom, stairs. 2nd level. All right. Up here, haven't quite decided if I want this as kind of a little terrace. That's how I have it in my creative build. I had this as kind of like a little patio, fenced off patio area. I think that I'll keep it like that. This will probably be a patio. Right here, I'm going to have some bookshelves going on, just a little cozy seating space. But right here, we're going to have a long table, all right? And this is going to be the meeting area. One of the requirements for the town hall from the challenge is full screen mode, can't go to my other screen. The town hall has to have a treasury, has to have one other room, it has to have a treasury, a meeting room, and one other room. Alright, so the other room is going to be Mayor Farmville's house, or bedroom down there. The meeting room is going to be upstairs. We're going to have the big table right here. We're going to have lots of chairs so that the citizens of the farming district can come, sit at the big table, and discuss affairs of their village. And then this is going to be a second patio area where we can look out over the village. So that's telling you this is going to be a pretty sweet view. Alright, I'll check back with you when it's all done. Yeah, no, that would never work. I'm going to have to cut some expenses here. Oh, man, we have to... Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Alright, welcome back, guys. Sorry, I couldn't resist. So, I finished up the town hall. Here we are. So this is the mayor's room. Got the bed going on, got his bookshelves. He's a smart guy. Sorry about that. Cell phone's going off. Alright, so here we are. Got this is supposed to be like his ink jar for his ink and quill to write with. Got a desk and some banners. Nothing too fancy. And then coming out in here, this is really one of the best rooms, I think. You walk in here through this front door, and then this just looks nice, Here's the front desk for the assistant, and just the way that these pillars come down and separate the room, I really like the way this turned out. Here is the treasury. There's nothing in these chests right now, but this is where we're going to keep the items that we need to move on from each age. We're just going to store them in here. In here, just a little closet, some extra storage. And then upstairs, this is where it gets cool. Alright, so prepare yourselves. Hold on to your chairs. Alright, you don't want to fall out of them. Boom. Sorry if that was a little anticlimactic. It's not the best thing you've ever seen in your life, okay, but it's pretty cool. So this is our meeting area. We've got the big hall, and then these logs are supposed to be like bench seating. Instead of having chairs for every person, just come and take a seat on the log and have a drink as you talk out the town affairs, right? Here's a little, kind of like a bulletin board, kind of maybe like a checklist or, to-do for the village. And then I really like this area. Just some little bookshelves and some seating. I like it. It's going to stay. You just sit yourself down right here in this little nook and just read some books. You got the sunlight streaming in. And I had to have this chandelier here because I was having some problems with creepers spawning up on that beam. He dropped down on my head and blew a giant hole in the floor. So had to put in some ceiling lighting. Alright, out here we've got the balcony overlooking tavern and this little plaza right here. And of course, out this way, we've got the balcony overlooking the entire village, which I think is a great view. You can see everything from here. You can see the wheat field, all the houses, windmill, tavern. Once we get the watchtower set up over there, you'll be able to see that in the distance. So this is a pretty cool spot for the town hall. I don't like how this goes. Should be like that. Much better. So, all in all, I like the way the town hall turned out, and that is the biggest thing on our to-do list checked off now. All we have left to do now is the 3 watchtowers. Alright, so this is what it looks like from the outside. Some of the walls, not so detailed. Alright, but that's okay. Uh-oh, that's got to come down. This is what I was using to get up onto the roof. There we go. I'll just leave that up there. Yeah, so some of the walls aren't perfectly detailed, kind of bland, but It's okay. It's alright. Again, this is just the farming district. These guys aren't super wealthy. They don't need anything super extravagant, but this is what we're looking like on the outside here. Just added in some pillars and stairs and stuff to break it up. This wall, I really like the way this turned out. This is the back wall to the Treasury, so I wanted it to look kind of strong and fortified. So I added the extra layer of depth here with the beam going across and the stone walls, just to give it some kind of sense of security. And I'm going to go down here so that we can see what it looks like from below as well. I mean, I could just go down the side of the mountain, but we built this awesome staircase, you know, so why not use it? Alright, and this is what we look like from down below. The big town hall poking up off the mountain there, overlooking the village. I really like the way it turned out. So, that's going to be all of the building that I do for this episode. This took me a lot longer than I had originally planned. Oop. Here's the chest, by the way. I don't think I ever showed this, but this is where I was keeping the items that we used to move on from the Wood Age underneath the monument here. So that's going to be all that I build in this episode, and I want to talk about what we need to move on. All we need left is the 3 watchtowers, and I've got an idea for those in my head. I want, like I was saying before, I want one here, one. I moved the other ones around a little bit though. Originally, since I was planning on having the town hall right here, instead I'm going to put one of the watchtowers right here. Right, have it a little bit closer to town. It's going to make a little more sense. And then one on that cliff where that tree is right there. All right, and for the watchtowers, I have an idea planned. I was going back and forth on these watchtowers because I felt like I wanted to do wooden watchtowers because everything else in this village, aside from the tavern, is wooden. The tavern, I guess, kind of sticks out like a sore thumb now. I was so excited to be in the Stone Age. I was like, oh, we have to have a stone building. But it's alright. It still looks good sitting up there. But yeah, with these watchtowers, I wanted so badly for them to be wooden, but it just doesn't make sense. They need to be stone, because what kind of village is going to protect their city? Come here, you little bastard. Alright, you know, he deserves to live. What kind of village is going to protect themselves with wooden watchtowers? Alright, all you have to do is shoot like a flaming arrow at it and the whole thing burns down and then your village is raided and pillaged and you're done. Alright, and I didn't want that. So I did some research, I looked up medieval fortifications, and from what I understand, most of the time if you have watchtowers, they're going to be made entirely of stone, or at least the majority of stone. So what we're going to do is have the majority of stone foundation, stone walls and stuff, and I'm going to work a little bit of wood into it. And then when we build the walls themselves will probably be mostly wood with possibly a stone base. Alright, but we don't have to do the walls until the next age, so we'll do that later on. So that's what I've got planned. I hope you guys like the way the town hall turned out as much as I do. I really like it. And I will catch you guys next time.